Hey, what's wrong?
Guess good breeding doesn't count for much after all.
Hey, hold on, Lizzie. Let me explain something.
There's nothing to explain. You're engaged to another girl and you made a pass at me. Now, maybe that's the height of sophistication in your book, but it's not in mine. Hi, Mr. Armstrong.
Liz, do you know Lane Kensington?
Sure, hi. Hello.
Well, Lane has decided she'd like to have Bucephalus as a wedding gift. They will find you another mount.
Well, he's an awful lot of horse if you're not an expert rider.
I am, thank you. As a matter of fact, I'd like to feel him out right now.
Well, you be careful.
I'm always careful with anything that's mine.
Hi.
Hi, yourself.
Ready to get beat?
No way.
Oh, you're that sure of yourself?
Yep.
Well, maybe you'd like to up the ante.
I would, but I can't afford it.
Hey, you just said no way you can lose.
I know, but my dad taught me never bet what you can't afford.
All right, I'll make it easy on you. You win, I buy the pizza. If I win, you marry me.
Very funny.
Who's laughing?
Mac! I want you to know something. This so-called marriage between your daughter and my son is not going to do you or her any good. Do you understand me? I'll cut him off without a penny.
Mr. Armstrong.
Now, you keep out of this. Now, if you know where they've gone, I advise you to tell me so we can stop this before it even starts. I'm not going to have any gold-digging daughter of a ranch hand moving into my family. No! 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 What in God's name's the matter with him?
I stopped by this evening to give Lizzie and her father the news about her tests.
Dad, what are you talking about?
Lizzie has cancer, Mr. Armstrong.
Hello, Mrs. Armstrong.
Hello, husband. Look at you. You're all dressed. You go out?
Yes, I'm the provider. You realize we haven't eaten in 38 hours?
I hadn't noticed.
No, me neither.
But you know what?
You smell that pizza, you're starved.
Right.
Pepperoni.
Mm. Mm. You know, we should really call our fathers. My dad's got to be worried sick.
Not right away, though. No, I know how you feel, but I want to be able to show them that we're going to be all right, both your father and mine. You know, I want to wait till I get a job.
Gonna get a job? What kind of a job?
I don't know. Good, honest work. I mean, look, your dad thinks I'm a flake. My dad's positive. So I just want us to have us a chance to show him, you know, before they tell us we're both crazy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, I gotta let my dad know I'm all right.
Well, write him a note. I'll drop it in a box in Slater. I mean, I know it sounds dumb. I mean, I'm a grown man and all that. But there's something about my father. You understand?
Of course I understand. It's kind of exciting, this eloping business.
Yeah.
Pizza first. The young married couple needs their strength.
Nothing?
No, it went all the way to Buxton this time. No sign.
I think they're out of state for sure.
Yeah, we checked with Armstrong again. His people haven't come up with anything either.
I'm gonna have to go to the papers. I hate for her to read about it that way, but we can't put this off any longer. She's got to have treatment.
Yeah, it's tough, but I think you're right.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll do that right now. Jonathan! A letter from Lizzie.
What's it say?
She's married now. She's sorry to worry me. They need time. Time. My God.
No address?
Nothing.
Here, let me see the envelope. Yeah, postmark Slater, California.
Well, let's go.
I'm going with you.
Now, why don't you stay here? This is no guarantee we'll find her. She might call. We'll let you know how we make out. If it's a blind alley, you go ahead with the newspapers.
Yeah. All right.
Cabin 6. Hi, Lizzie.
Jonathan, Mark, how did you find me?
It doesn't matter. Could we talk to you for a second?
Garth's not here right now.
Please.
Okay. Does my dad know you found me?
No, not yet.
Oh, God. He's got to be worried sick. I know. It's just we needed some time, you know? Is he real angry?
No, he's not angry at all. Look, Lizzie, why don't we sit down? There's something I want to tell you.
If it's about Garth's father, I know. He's furious. He's already cut Garth off. But believe me, none of that matters now. We're going to make it completely on our own.
It's got nothing to do with Garth's father. Come on, please. You remember you had some tests made a while back? You know, when you were having the dizzy spells.
Yeah, I've been fine since then. You look pretty serious. Is this about the tests?
Yeah, it is.
Well, what about them?
Well, one of the tests came back positive. Lizzie, you got cancer.
What, is this a joke? Look, if you want me to call my dad, I will. You know, is this some scheme to get me to come home? You're not kidding, are you?
No, darling, we're not kidding. That's why your father's been so worried. The doctor wanted to start treatments a month ago.
It's a hell of a wedding present, isn't it?
Well, it's not like the old days, you know? They get treatment now. That's why it's important for you to come home with us.
What did the doctor say?
About what?
About, how bad it is. I mean, is he talking about chemotherapy? Come on, I read. You know, I know what's going on. Did he say chemotherapy?
Yeah, he did.
I don't want to tell Garth about this until I know what my chances are. He's working at a gas station up the road. We can stop there on the way. I want you to promise not to say anything to him, all right? I'll make up some excuse. You promise?
We promise.
Garth?
Hey. Hey. Child, I'm dirty. What are they doing here? Did my father send them?
No, I got worried about my dad, and so I called him, and I'm glad he did. He's very sick.
Oh, no. What is it?
Something with his heart. I have to go see him. Jonathan and Mark came and picked me up.
Well, I'll go with you.
No. I'll only be gone a day or two, and you can't just walk out on your job.
You sure?
Yeah. I'll call you tonight, and I'll let you know what's going on. We'll decide what we have to do then. I gotta go. I'll call you tonight.
Lizzie, I love you.
I love you, too. So where do we stand, Doc?
Well, there are still a few tests to be run, but from what we already have, we know that your cancer is advanced, so it's important we start therapy immediately.
What are the odds?
Well, that's hard to say.
If it's hard to say, they must not be very good.
Oh, no, that's not what I mean. I mean, I don't like to predict anything. A lot of it has to do with attitude, with desire. My daughter's always been a fighter, Doc.
When will the treatments begin?
In a few days, or as soon as all the tests are in.
Okay. Okay.
You can't put it off. You have to tell him.
Don't take this the wrong way, Daddy, but I don't have to do anything. I have some decisions to make. I need to make them alone.
Lizzie, if he loves you the way you say he does, he should know. He want to help you fight this thing.
Maybe I don't want him to help me fight this thing. Maybe I just want to be left alone. Damn it! 1 month ago, all I had to think about was winning the Nationals, like my dream had come true. 1 lousy month. Now I'm married and I'm gonna die.
No, you're not.
Oh, come on! First it's gonna be the chemotherapy. Then when that doesn't work, my husband can take his bald-headed wife to Mexico, to one of those quack clinics like they show on 60 Minutes.
Lizzie, don't talk that way. The doctor said,
I know. Lizzie fights the good fight. Of course he's gonna say that. That's how he makes his living. Try this, try that. They're all just a bunch of quacks.
Hey, this is Gil. Lizzie, I was worried. Your phone's been out of order all...
Took it off the hook.
What's going on here?
I lied to you about my father being sick.
Why?
Because we've made a mistake here, and the sooner we correct it, the better.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about us getting married. I didn't really think your father was going to cut you off, but he has, so let's just face it. future's pretty bleak.
You don't mean that.
Yes, I do. I don't want to spend the rest of my life in some crummy place waiting for my husband to get home from the gas station.
Lizzie, why are you doing this?
I know this is hard for you to understand because you think you're God's gift to women, but I married you for the money. And it didn't work out, okay? So, no hard feelings. Guess I can put this back on the hook.
Hey. Look at me and tell me you don't want to be my wife. That you don't love me.
I don't want to be your wife, and I don't love you.
I don't want to say I told you so, but that's the very reason why I threatened to cut you off. That's the cross you've got to bear, son, coming from wealth. That's why I've always tried to encourage you to marry into a family of the same background. Let's face it. People who don't have money will do damn near anything to get it. Now, I'll call Judge Breyer. We'll have this thing annulled in 2 days. It'll be history. Forgotten.
Sounds good to me.
Garth, why don't you call Lane? Let her know that you've come to your senses. She'll understand. She's the girl for you. You know that.
Yeah, we're 2 peas in a pod. I'll give her a call right now. Hey, Dad?
Yeah.
How quick could Lane and I get married?
You mean it?
Sure. I know what's right for me now.
Just name the date.
Saturday.
Wait a minute. That's less than a week.
You just said name the date.
All right. You talk to Lane. Then I'll call her father.
What a dad. What a dad.
Find some company?
I don't think I'm gonna be much for conversation.
That's okay.
It's funny, you know, I've lived in this place all my life, and I suddenly realized sitting here, there are all these little things I never saw before. It's like noticing them for the first time, you know?
Yeah, I know what you mean. People tend to look at things differently when they realize they may never see them again.
You know, it looked to me to be somebody who's had to face death.
Yeah, we all have to face it sooner or later.
Yeah.
You and Garth split up, huh?
News travels fast. Yeah, I signed the papers this morning. Mr. Armstrong gets things done when he wants to. He asked me if I needed any money to get back on my feet.
You love Garth very much, don't you? Make a lousy liar.
I made a lousier wife. I just couldn't put him through that, you know? I mean, he's got his whole life ahead of him.
I think he could have handled it.
Maybe I couldn't. Well, you know, it's time to go.
Let me give you a ride?
Yeah, I would like that very much. Just amazing how beautiful everything is.
Lizzie, I tried to reach you earlier. Come on over here. Let's sit. Lizzie, the last of the tests just came through. And something showed up that is completely unforeseen.
What is it, Doctor? Come on, the worst part is over. You already told me I have cancer, remember?
Lizzie, you're pregnant.
And what?
You're pregnant. Now, the baby cannot survive with chemotherapy. You're going to have an abortion and then start the treatment. Lizzie.
Not now. I've got to think.
Lizzie. Lizzie.
I said not now. I'll be in touch.
Lizzie, no.
Daddy, listen to me. Now, if I thought I had a chance...
You just can't talk like that. You got to fight. Lizzie, I lost your mother. I don't want to lose you. Lizzie, you got to fight.
Daddy, now I am gonna fight. What I have is already gonna claim a life. But if I can bring another life into this world, then I haven't been beaten. Death hasn't won. I've always wanted to have a baby. I am not gonna let death or disease rob me of that.
But you're my child. I can't say yes to that. I want you to live.
Daddy, I've made my decision. The doctor says it's gonna be awfully hard to last long enough to carry this baby to term. I'm gonna need your help.
I can't.
You have to. I need you now more than anything else in the world. I need you to give this baby life, to give your grandchild life. I'm not strong enough to do it alone.
My God, I think you're the strongest woman that ever lived.
Daddy, look at me. I'm gonna have this baby. I'm gonna have a beautiful, strong, healthy baby. Are you gonna help me?
Yes. Yes.
How you doing? What brings you out here?
Oh, I don't know. I was gonna talk to Garth, but I don't know.
You've decided to have the baby, haven't you?
Yeah, I have.
What'd your father say?
Well, he's scared, you know. He's afraid for me, but I know I'm doing the right thing, Jonathan.
Why'd you change your mind about going inside and talk to Garth?
I don't know. I wouldn't have come at all, except,
Except for the baby.
yeah. I mean, he's the father. When we had the marriage annulled, I was sure that I was doing the right thing, but the baby's gonna need a father, and I know Garth. He'd be good to the child.
Then you have to talk to him.
After all those things I said
Come
to
on,
him.
Lizzie, it wouldn't be fair to Garth, and it wouldn't be fair to the baby. You have to tell him.
Here I go.
Lizzie.
Hi, Josh. Is Garth here?
No, he isn't. That'll be all, Josh. Why are you here?
I just wanted to talk to Garth.
Well, he doesn't want to talk to you. I want you to understand something, Miss McGill. I've allowed you and your father to remain in my employ out of the kindness of my heart. I expect you to show your gratitude by staying away from my son.
Whether you like it or not, your son is a grown man, and I think he deserves the right to decide for himself whether or not he wants to talk to me.
I've already told you he doesn't.
Well, let him tell me that. If he's not here, I'll wait.
You're going to have a long wait, Miss McGill. He's getting married this afternoon and then leaves immediately for an extended honeymoon abroad. Would you like me to give him a message?
No. No, there's no message. I won't bother you again.
Where is she? Lizzie, where is she? Josh told me she came to see me.
No, actually, she came to see me.
About what?
About money, what else? She thought she deserved a little settlement. That's hard to believe, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Hey, son, go easy with that stuff.
It helps my wedding jitters, Dad. Don't worry, I won't embarrass anybody. I'll be the perfect groom.
Ah, come on, Jonathan. Jonathan, you can't let this happen.
And what am I supposed to do about it?
I don't know. But you can't let that kid marry somebody he doesn't give a hoot about.
Well, I can't stop it. They're at the church. They'll be married in half an hour.
You can stop it. Use the stuff.
What, in a church? Mark, I can't use the stuff in a church.
Well, if you won't do anything about it, I will.
Hey, wait a minute. Hey, where are you going?
I'm gonna stop a wedding. I may not be an angel, but I know when something ain't right. This ain't right.
Look, I'm sorry about this, but he is right.
Hold it. This is a private wedding.
Well, I know what it is. I was invited.
By invitation. I haven't seen yours.
Oh, I lost mine. Mr. Armstrong's gonna get all over you if I
I'm
don't get
sorry, but my orders are no invitation, no entrance.
Is there a problem, Mark?
Do you know this man, Father?
Oh, why, of course. That's Mr. Armstrong's godson.
I see. Well, I'm sorry, but we were given strict rules.
No, I understand completely, my son. As a matter of fact, I'll mention what a fine job you're doing to Mr. Armstrong.
Well, thank you, Father.
It's beginning, Mark. We best go in.
Let me get the door, Father.
Bless you, my son.
Dearly beloved, we are gathered here together in the sight of God and in the face of this company to join together this man and this woman in holy matrimony, which is an honorable estate instituted of God, signifying to us the mystical union that is between Christ and his church. Under this holy estate, these two persons
You're gonna
present
do something, you better do it quick.
come now to be joined.
It's not up to me, it's
If
up
any
to
man
him.
can show just cause why they may not be lawfully joined together, let him now speak or forever hold his peace. Garth Cameron Armstrong.
Come on,
Wilt
come
thou
on.
have
We
this
got just
woman for thy
cause.
wedded wife, to live together after God's ordinance in the holy state of matrimony? Wilt thou love her, comfort her, honor and keep her in sickness and in health?
Okay.
And forsaking all others, keep only unto
What's
her,
gonna happen?
as long as you both
You'll
shall
see.
live.
I will.
Lane Meredith Kensington, wilt thou have this man to thy wedded husband, to live together after God's ordinance in the holy state of matrimony? Wilt thou love him, comfort him, honor and keep him in sickness and in health, and forsaking all others, keep only unto him, as long as you both shall live?
I will.
Who gives this woman to be married to this man?
Her mother and I do.
Reverend, is that smoke supposed to be coming out of there?
My God, the church is on fire.
Ladies and gentlemen, don't panic.
A little extreme, don't you think?
It's all right, it's just smoke. Go on, get Garth.
Why me?
Because I can't talk to him like this. Now go on.
Lizzie's pregnant.
What?
I said Lizzie's pregnant.
What is this, another scheme to get money from my father?
She never wanted your money in the first place.
Fool, she dropped me the minute he cut me off.
She dropped you so you wouldn't have any pain.
Look, you're wasting your breath. Let me go.
Cart, listen to me. Lizzie has got cancer. She didn't want you to suffer with her. That's the reason she lied to you. She loves you that much, Garth.
You telling me the truth?
Bet I am.
Let's go. Go ahead. Hey,
This is ridiculous.
I know. That's why I have to call it off.
What?
The wedding, it's ridiculous. I love Lizzie. I'm going to marry her.
You're a fool, Garth. Your father's not bluffing. You won't get a cent.
Who gives a damn? Good luck.
Garth! Garth! You're not gonna embarrass me like that! Garth! You're gonna be sorry! You'll come back on your knees! Garth!
How you doing? Fine. What you got there?
Large pepperoni.
Great. Okay, I'll take it in. Keep the change.
Thanks.
Who is it?
Pizza!
Oh, come in. Just leave it on the table. The money's there.
There's not enough here.
What?
Said there's not enough here to cover the pizza.
It's crazy. I left $10 right...
Hi, Lizzie.
What are you doing here?
Came to see you.
Thought you were off, getting married.
No, I called it off. Why didn't you tell me?
Tell you what?
Oh, come on, Lizzie. You lied to me. You didn't marry me for the money. You did it because you love me, and I love you. We'll fight this thing together.
There's nothing to fight.
Yes, there is. All right, you're the one who yelled at me for quitting. Now it's my turn. You changed my life. You made me strong, a lot stronger than you realize. Don't you see? People who love each other can use each other's strength. We can do it, Lizzie, with love and faith. We can do it.
I want to believe that.
Do you love me?
Yes, of course I love you. I think I ordered that dumb pizza. It's like having you here. It's like when we were in that cabin. I was so happy then.
And so was I, and we will be again. We will be. Tell me you believe that. Tell me. Okay, come on, let's go.
Go where?
We gotta get married again.
Now?
Yes, now, come on, let's go.
But my dad.
Well, where is he?
At your place?
Oh, fine, we'll pick him up on the way. No sense letting it go to waste. Come on, let's go.
I've nothing to say to you. I've just fired your father. I want you both off my property by the end of the week. When you come to your senses, call me.
I wouldn't waste the change.
How dare you talk to me that way?
I'm surprised you even heard me. You never heard anything else I had to say. Oh, you'd sit and listen while I told you what I really wanted in life? Then you go right ahead and make me do what you wanted. Well, no more.
No more is right. No more cars, no more money.
Oh, come on, Dad. You and your money. I'm your son. You're pushing me away.
You're making a mistake.
Even if I was, it'd be my mistake, not yours. Mr. McGill, I apologize for eloping with your daughter. It wasn't fair to you. We'd like to make it up by inviting you to the wedding. Would you like to come?
You bet I would.
Great. Now, we're going to the same justice of the peace, and it's quite a long drive, so we gotta go.
I'm ready.
Dad?
Nothing lonely in a big empty house.
What are you doing here?
I just stopped by to give notice. We're leaving at the end of the week.
Fine. Now leave me alone.
Sure. And by the way, that's quite a son you got there. You must be very proud of him.
Proud?
Yeah, the way he stood up to you today. Come on, let's face it. Who else would stand up to you like that? Let's remind you a lot of yourself when you were his age. Hey, let me ask you a question. Down deep, don't you think you'd be feeling better right now if you were going to that wedding? You know, the funny thing, Mr. Armstrong, no matter what you do, he's gonna love you anyway. He's that kind of a kid.
Jonathan! You think we still have time to make the wedding?
You let me drive, I can guarantee it.
What the hell was that?
I don't know.
Repeat after me. I, Elizabeth, take thee, Garth, to be my lawful wedded husband, to have and to hold.
I'm sorry. Am I too late?
No. No, Dad. You're not too late at all.
I'll start over.
That's all right. I remember it from the last time. I, Elizabeth, take thee, Garth, to be my lawful wedded husband, to have and to hold from this day forward, for better or for worse, for richer, for poorer, in sickness and in health, to love and to cherish until death do us part.
Place and hold the ring on the ring finger of the bride's left hand. Repeat after me.
are we leaving?
Yeah, well, our job's done here.
What about Lizzie? I mean, can't you help her?
She's got all the help she needs, Mark. She's got love and she's got faith. Let's go.